Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So in today's video, we will cover the chapter Indigo part 2 from the class 12 CBSE. So let's begin with the chapter now. So in the first part of the chapter, we have learned that how Gandhiji said taking these cases to the courts does little good, and he came to the conclusion that we should find another ways to get justice from the Britishers. So let's move on the second part of the chapter, where the peasants are so crushed and fear stricken, law courts are useless. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. So while narrating the story behind Indigo movement, Gandhiji said that farmers were so crushed and fear-stricken. That means they were fearful and they do not have any voice, and right and law courts were useless for them. So he is saying that the farmer wanted to free from the fear, and that was the real relief for them. So first task for the Gandhi was to remove fear from them so that they can come out and raise their voice for their own rights. Most of the arable land in the Champaran district was divided into large estates owned by Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. The chief commercial crop was indigo. So here he is saying that in those days most of the arable land in the Champaran district was divided into large estates. So what do you mean by arable land here? The land that can fertilize is called arable land. So most of the land was owned by the Englishmen, and they divided that arable land into the large estate, and that means large property, and worked by Indian tenants. So what do you mean by tenants here? That means the person who stay or own property on rent to do something. The chief commercial crop was indigo. That means the main commercial crop was indigo. So what do you mean by indigo here? Indigo is a plant that produces a blue dye. The landlords compelled all tenants to plant 3/20th or 15% of their holding with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. So here Indian farmers were dominated by the Britishers, and they compelled all tenants. That means they forced to plant 15% of land with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. So whatever harvest was done in that 15% land, they have to harvest the crop and back down to them as monthly rent. This was done by long-term contract. Presently, the landlords learned that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. So there was a contract between farmer and Britishers that farmers had to plant 15% of indigo of their entire land and surrender that harvest to the Britishers as a rent. So this was done by the long-term contract, and all of a sudden the British landlords got to know that Germany had developed synthetic indigo, and that means artificial indigo, which Germany had started developing at that time. They thereupon obtained agreement from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from the 15% of arrangement. Now Britishers came to know that they can get the indigo from the Germany in lower rate, so they were planning to set free farmers from the long-term agreement to surrender 15% of harvest of indigo. So they asked to peasants to pay them compensation. That means they had to pay money instead of 15% of harvest. Then they will be free from the long-term agreement. The sharecropping arrangement was irksome to the peasants, and many signed willingly. So here most of the farmers were unhappy and uncomfortable with that new agreement, who were not able to arrange money, but some of them signed willingly. That means they did not feel any difficulty while signing the contract to give money as a rent instead of 15% of indigo share. Those who resisted engaged lawyers. The landlords hired thugs. So here there are some farmer who did not sign the contract, and they approach lawyer to fight against them to dismiss that contract. And on the other hand, landlords, that means Britishers, hired thugs. That means they don't want indigo crop anymore from the peasant, so they wanted to get money from the farmer by hook and by crook, and they hired dedicated people who involved in crime, bully boy or gangsters, to threaten them or beat them and get the money by force from the farmers. Meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants who had signed, and they wanted their money back. So meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasant. That means they got to know all about the synthetic indigo and understood why the landlord set them free from surrendering 15% of harvest of indigo. At the same time, who had signed agreement to pay money instead of harvest demanded their money back from the landlords. At this point, Gandhi arrived in Champaran. He began by trying to get the facts. First, he visited the secretary of the British Landlords Association. So at this time, or at this point, when farmers were demanding their money back from the landlord, and the farmers came to know that Britishers getting synthetic indigo in cheap rate from Germany. So at the same time, Gandhiji arrived in Champaran, and he began by trying to get the fact. That means he was inquiring and collecting valuable aspect to fight with landlord to set poor peasant free from the long-term agreement to pay money in the form of rent. So first he visited the secretary of British Landlords Association to find out all the arrangements and reason behind that agreement and all. The secretary told him that they could give no information to an outsider. Gandhi answered that he was no outsider. So when Gandhi reached the secretary of the British Landlords Association, and he was asking about the law of farmers, and then secretary refused to give him any details related to the law of farmers and all arrangement and agreement, because he don't want to share any detail with him, and said that they could give no information to an outsider. But in response, Gandhi said that he is not an outsider and he is an Indian. So you should share with me all the details which I am inquiring for. Next, Gandhi called on British official commissioner of Tirhat division, in which Champaran district lay. So as the Gandhi did not get any information about law of farmers from the secretary of Landlord Association, he went to meet British official commissioner of the Tirhat division, which is in Champaran district. The commissioner, Gandhi reports, proceeded to bully me and advised me forthwith to leave Tirhat. Gandhi did not leave. So Gandhiji said that the commissioner proceeded to bully me and advised me to leave Tirhat, and said that the commissioner make fun of me and said just leave Tirhat right away. But Gandhi did not leave Tirhat because he had a mission behind of it, and he wanted to help poor peasant to get rid from injustice. Instead, he proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Several lawyers accompanied him. So here Gandhi proceeded to Motihari, and Motihari is the capital of Champaran. So when he proceeded to Motihari, several lawyers accompanied him. That means there were several people went along with the Gandhiji, who proceeded to Motihari. At the railway station, a vast multitude greeted Gandhi. He went to a house and, using it as headquarters, continued his investigations. So when they arrived at the railway station, a vast multitude greeted Gandhi. That means there were large number of people gathered to welcome Gandhi, and he headed to a house and, using it as headquarters, that means in Motihari where Gandhiji stayed, he was using that house as headquarter, and from where he will do further the formalities and investigating the condition of the sharecropper and injustice. A report came in that peasant had been maltreated in a nearby village. So while he was in a house, he got a news that one of the farmer had been maltreated, that means abused or mistreated nearby the village. Gandhi decided to go and see. The next morning he started out on the back of an elephant. So Gandhiji decided to go there and see him the condition of the farmer and who had done this so in a good season, Gandhi started out on the back of an elephant. That means he was sat on an elephant and headed towards the village where farmer was maltreated. He had not proceeded far when the police superintendent's messenger overtook him and ordered him to return town in his carriage. So as he was going the place where farmer was maltreated, and at the same time one of the police superintendent's messenger came there and overtook him. That means he take over Gandhi and order him to return to town in his carriage. That means he told Gandhi to go back to his town from that place. Gandhi complied. The messenger drove Gandhi home, where he served with an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. So when the messenger overtook Gandhi and said, "Go back to your town," Gandhi complied. That means Gandhi agreed on it and did not ask anything about the reason to go back to his town, and he was taken back to the home along with the messenger. And when he reached home, the messenger gave him an official notice from the court, and that official notice was to quit Champaran immediately. That means he had to leave Champaran as soon as possible. Gandhi signed a receipt for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. In consequence, Gandhi received a summons to appear in the court next day. So after getting official notice to leave Champaran, Gandhi signed that letter and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. That means he will not go back to Champaran. That means he reject that official notice to leave Champaran. In consequence, that means in result of obeying the order, he received a summons to appear in the court next day. So what do you mean by summons here? That means a call or notice letter to present in the court on disobeying rules and regulations. All night Gandhi remained awake. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influential friend. So here Gandhi is saying that that night he could not sleep and he remained awake. That means he was planning to take further action. So he telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with high profile people who can deal with the Britishers. He sent instruction to the ashram. He wired a full report to the viceroy. So he had sent instruction to the ashram that they need to do something when he goes to the court, and he also wired a full report to the viceroy. So what is the meaning of viceroy here? Viceroy, a ruler exercising authority in a colony on behalf of a sovereign. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. They did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. So very next day he had to appear in the court, and he found that the town of Motihari black with peasants. That means there were thousands of farmers gathered in Motihari, and the town was looking black. There were a huge crowd in Motihari to support Gandhi without knowing Gandhi's record in South Africa. So Gandhiji was fighting for the Indian rights in South Africa, and at the same time the condition of Indian in South Africa was very bad and a lot of discrimination was going on there. So he was fighting for Indian there in South Africa to get rid from the discrimination. They had merely heard that Mahatma, who wanted to help them, was in trouble with the authorities. So they merely know that Gandhiji as Mahatma who was fighting for them, but they did not know what Gandhiji had done in South Africa for Indians. So they know that Mahatma who had come to Motihari to fight for their rights only, and he is in trouble by the authorities. So they wanted to help Gandhi, so that's why they gathered there in front of the court. Their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of their liberation from fear of British. So when the British saw the large gathering in thousands of farmers around the courthouse, that was the beginning of their liberation. That means that was the starting point from where all the farmers got the justice and get rid from the fear of British rules and demonstrated their power by gathering large number of crowd. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's corporation. So after seeing that huge crowd, they could not control that large gathering of the farmer, and they felt powerless, and they seek to Gandhiji to help to control that huge crowd. So I hope you like the video. Let's look at the third part of the lesson in my next video. For more informative videos, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So thank you so much once again for watching my video. Like and share. Stay safe and stay healthy.